Hello, today I will be reviewing the 1v1 replay from November 6. Looks like this will be a match between DX and faiq57. So for this review replay, I'll try to focus on what faiq57 can do better and what mistakes he made. So you can see he already started to make mistake there at the kickoff. He goes a bit too much to the left. He'll be away from the driver to be from the above, right? You see just how big of an impact. Okay. So fortunately for Faiq there, it seems that his opponent is also bad at kickoff. So although this his opponent wins this kickoff slightly, Faiq57 is not out of the game. He can still recover, and yeah, it's not the end of the world. And yes, he did recover. What happened there? Let's look at his perspective of the opponent. Yeah, it looks like faiq57 had such a clear shot there, but he gave up. He didn't commit to the shot. Oh, he got the demo. Okay, that's nice. He scored. Of course, I think the demo is risky. The other star really need to up his kickoff game and win all the way. Because mechanically, if that's the best he can do, then but you know, logically though, he should not position himself right here. So what I would do in that situation, okay, this is me actually. Might be a month ago. But I would still position myself right there, right? Where he could easily, if I were to like launch myself towards the ball here, the blue car can either fake, so I end up overestimating the path of the ball, and boom, I go over here, but the ball just rolls nicely and it's an easy shot for blue. But if he didn't fake, actually, if he didn't fake, then yeah, I will have no way of getting to the ball first, because it's clearly very the nearest to the ball right now. So if we were to hit the ball a bit to the right, even if I could have read that somehow, and I did go for the ball, it would just put me in a very risky and awkward position. Yeah, hitting the ball is really the best thing you could do right here. But of course, it's actually savable if I were to recognize this position and move my car back here. Then I will have a better chance of saving. Of course, I did not do that. I went straight ahead. I just goes up in the moment and just that's enough time for him to dribble the ball around me. Alright, that's not too bad of a kickoff. It's a bit unlucky there. You see, okay, that's a very nice side. And yeah, at this point though, the X is practically giving the ball away to me. Yeah, and that should have been a free goal for me, but I didn't score it. That's probably something that I should not have gone for. If I were a bit more patient, then maybe I should just wait for the X to hit the ball first and then work my shot through the rebound and get an easy goal on an open net. I know I must really go for that for some reason, no? Actually, now that I view it from this angle, I think yeah, it was the right decision for me to go for the ball. But the problem is I was too slow with bit of a turning right there, turning right here, and then drifting a bit. So yeah, I lost a lot of speed, and as a result, even though he's technically further away from the ball, he needs to go around here and go to the left. He wins. Wins the touch, and in the end, inadvertently save his goal. Of course, in that situation, that's the best he could do. But it should have been a sure goal for me. And from there, I was just touching the ball for no reason. Yeah, and another thing that's very important when you want is you have to, every time you touch the ball, you must have a reason to touch the ball. Like that, I just touch it for no reason, right? And probably set, and I probably did set the X up for an easy shot there. Not exactly easy, but a shot that has potential for me to be scored. But of course, you try to do an air dribble, a very slow one at that. I mean, we don't see a lot of players in this rank going for air dribbles because they always fail. It's not that air dribbles bad anything. Of course, in this case, it's actually very bad. He didn't touch the ball much, so it's actually more of a double touch than an air dribble. So that drastically changes things. Makes the ball very easy to read, very easy to predict. And so if I touch the ball and the ball goes in the same direction as me and make the ball go in the same direction as me, you can see what will happen here. Boom, the X is now out of position. And if I were to recover from that, if I were to recover from flying at its height quickly, then it would be a free goal for me. Which I believe I did manage to score this one, right? Yeah. Yeah, I did. You see? Even though VS is trying his best to get back to his goal, cannot because he needs to recover and then his boost ran out. Because Ariel used a lot of boost. So he lost the chance to score. He lost the winning position needed to defend his goal. And he lost the ball control. And you lost all of these three things, then automatically the opponent get a free goal in 1v1. Of course, if it's in twos or threes, your teammate can probably back you up, but not here. Oh, I actually whiffed that. Of course, that was his fault. Yeah, that's a very bad whiff from me. It's a good thing that my opponent was worse than me. I didn't see it. Okay, that's an alright kickoff, I think. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, I practically gave all away to him. Oh. Yeah, that was very bad. Let's see what I can do better there. Okay, for starters, right here. Oh yes, from that touch, I should just try to get the ball onto the backboard. Instead of trying to roll it up here and make the ball like full push. Instead of making the ball trying to roll up here and be like right here, right? And then you just fall down. on the face of the game. Bit of bit difficulties here. It's unexpected. Alright. And the ball will, if I hit it like that, then the ball will probably, yeah, right here, and then it will fall down, right? And with my position on the wall now, the opponent, if he not gone for the ball, had he been actually been paying attention to the ball, it would have been an easy clear for him and potentially an easy goal. So yeah, so it is necessary for me to touch the ball. But of course, the best thing that I could do instead is actually, instead of hitting the ball right there, yeah, I should have been just a bit more patient, wait for the ball to roll up more, maybe until it reach like this height or something, right? And then if I hit the ball will, instead of rolling a bit, it will launch itself and go towards the backboard over here. But of course, that's not what I did. And not only did I not touch the ball the second time, I actually gave away the possession. Yeah, now technically if he instead of drifting to the right, yeah, he drifted to the left here, he would have got into the ball first and it would have been an easy goal for him. But yeah, I don't know what's my opponent doing. Probably did not saw that. I think he was not paying attention to the ball. Of course, here, that's practically a free goal for me. If I backflip here, right, and the ball will be launched, boom, right into the top right corner. Of course, that's a very mechanically hard move to do, especially for me, as I have not been practicing much. So, of course, the safer option will instead be for me to let the ball bounce a bit and then just pop the ball up above him and get the goal that way. But of course, I hit it towards the backboard while I'm heading towards the backboard. So the ball is over here while I'm over here, right? So practically, he got the best position for receiving the ball, and he could just dribble the ball away from me and boom, score an easy goal. Of course, because I was against this opponent over here, against this person, it might just be a lucky game for me because it's actually pretty bad. How I barely win normally because I was bad at the time. But of course, he always hesitated, but he should have the ball multiple times. There was a lot of chance for him to get a free goal, He ignored all of them. Let's start from here, right? Yeah. And now he just playing that now. Of course, he's in winning position because of my mistake. So that's an easy clear for him. And let's see what he did. So he tried to air dribble, which is very easy for me to save again, and it just puts him out of position. Yeah, very bad. And practically as a free goal for me, but yeah, just that bad. If I had played maybe a bit slower. Alright, and there you go, and that pass from me. Let's see what I did wrong there. Oh, that's just a whiff. That's just a whiff. I messed with the ball perfectly and yeah. Got and I practically gave the ball away during that time. And this traffic. And stick here. And now I'm out of moves and the only thing I got is ball control. Okay, ball control is most important. What was that? Immediately see how it looks from his very weak. There's probably just some lag glitch on the server. And yeah, he got the ball. Oh, I think at this time my controller probably disconnected itself. Yeah, that happens a lot with my controller. Maybe I need to purchase a new one, but yeah, but not this year, I think. Maybe next year. Oh, he's really. Yeah, that shadowing was the right move for me to do. Because had I gone for the ball, right? Let's say from this perspective, so you can understand me better. Had I gone for the ball, he could just pop it toward me, and boom, I would not be able to make enough distance between me and the X, and the ball would just roll right above me. Over there, you can see I really a spectacular play from now. Ooh, and then. And how did I not score that? You see? From my what did I do wrong? Oh, I see. That time, maybe I was good. I didn't see anything. I mean, all I see is that instead of going to the ball, I was hunting the demo. I wanted to demo him so bad at this time. That's what I could interpret from. You see, if I just turned left, I would have gotten to the ball first and scored a fairly easy goal. Maybe he could have saved it. Maybe he couldn't. But at least there's a chance that I could have scored it. But instead, let's see what this boy did. He tried to chase the blue car. Tried to make it explode like a boom. Wasted the chance for a free goal. Just so he could potentially demo. Now that's a fairly bad decision. Thankfully, it was thinking. Even after he actually made the save, he was so out of position that had I had my mind on the ball instead of demoing this car, that would have been a fairly easy goal for me to score. Now because I was out of boost, I don't think I can recover fast enough if I do a mistake there, so I decided to rotate back and take a boost. Just try to shadow. Oh, I did do that. Right, I guess wrong. Right. See what faiq57 did. Didn't even break the boost, alright. And of course, it did, so it's impossible. Without boost. Yeah, that's a bad decision that I did. To be honest though, I should probably, instead of just heading right back here. Yeah, I made a mistake there. Maybe I should have taken the huge boost pad. And yeah, I should not go for the second. Because the backboard, the touch to make the ball go into the backboard is actually pretty decent, I'd say. But with no boost, I should not have gone to try. I should not have gone to receive the ball from the backboard. I just maybe grab a boost and then rethink bottom position. Maybe I could have rotated back to the middle boost pads, maybe. Yeah, middle boost pad. If I had gone there, it would have had also put me in a better position to challenge the ball. But now, because of my mistakes, he got the ball control and he has probably more boost than me. And he's actually quite near. So he could have dropped the ball right above me. Let's see what he did. Yeah, he again tried for an air dribble. I mean, air dribbles are not bad per se. Try to, if you want to juke your opponent, maybe you want to fake him, right? You want your opponent to go sky high while you like fake air dribble while you touch the ball. This is your opponent, right? And this is you. So imagine if your opponent it looks like he's trying to start an air dribble, and then of course you're gonna re-jump higher. But then he could have touched the ball just a bit above the central point, so that the ball goes down a bit, and then you're just out of position for the save, and the ball goes in. If he goes for that, maybe maybe that eligible work, but actually it's pretty high risk because yeah, because had I had saved that because of his nose down position, right, it would have been I mean nose down position is actually very easy to recover from. Is your wrists are on the bottom, so you just throw and just lift back. But in his position, I see that it's trying to spin, right? So when your wheels are on the top and then you fall down, it's almost impossible to recover quick enough without giving me a free shot on goal. So yeah, the best thing is to do that. Or of course, if you want to try to fake me, then that's a choice that you could make. But the best thing could probably just try to pop the ball with more power, uh, so that the ball gain more speed, and that would probably catch me off guard. And I see that. Oh, he missed that. Why that? Yeah, let's see it from this one. Yeah. Oh, that's a whiff, and he must have thought that. Oh, I gave 557 a goal. Gonna score this for sure. And then, well, set I hesitated for checking the ball, and I stopped for a minute there. And that gave me just enough time to go to challenge the ball for me. Yeah, that challenge went up. Yeah, let's see what I'm trying to do. Oh, he tried to do an edge one more time. Oh, this guy's never learned. And that's one more thing that you need to keep in mind. If you try something many times and it still doesn't work on this one opponent, maybe he knows how to counter it. So maybe don't do that. Do something else instead. Not just It's just a free suggestion from me. Of course, you can do whatever you want. You think it's due to the lack of your mechanical ability, something? Maybe you want. Then maybe practice a bit first before trying that move. Of course, you want to maximum match, and there's no problem. We don't have money as tech here. You only have your rank. Even if you fall in your rankings, you will climb back up if you really deserve the rank. Yeah, I don't really competitive. That was interesting. But that practically there. Actually had the ball control, but I tried to do that's a very poor challenge term for me. Maybe I should have, not maybe, I definitely should have just drive right. I should have definitely just driven forward, try to get more distance between me and him so that I have, like, maybe I should have posted here, right? Grab this mid or something, or maybe I should, maybe like at this line something, I could have drifted back and tried to challenge. But that challenge there was very weak, and it put me out of position. But it's not that hard for me to recover from that. Yeah, okay, that was a very smart touch. Gave me more time to go back to my goal side. As if you see that touch from his position, right? If I didn't touch that, then it would have a very clear shot goal. But since I touched that, he needed to wait a bit for the ball to fall down, and I used that time to drive back to my goal so that I can be ready to make a save. So that I can make a save. And here he just abandoned the ball completely. I mean, he actually has not abandoned the ball completely, and it would have been better had he just grab the middle boost and then just maybe turn on ball cam to see. But you see, I was actually quite a bit out of position. Had he create the middle boost instead and then turn around, he probably had caught me the 50-50 that he have a bigger chance of winning. So it's not 50-50, more like a 70-30. So it's fine. Now that's a guy for That's practically just a pass, man. That's not that. Even that ball up to the wall. Maybe I could have given it. Yeah, that's alright. But if you had seen from this point of view, it's like, oh, oh, that's a good pass. And that's actually a free goal for him. Had he had practiced enough to be more accurate with his flips, right? It would have been an easy way for him to score as the goal was wide open and I was flying. He missed it, no problem. Yeah. Oh, you see? See that? That's the exact same position as I was back then at the blue corner, but DX is DX that was approaching the corner this time. But he did not do what I did. He did not repeat my mistake. And see where they got me? Because he did not practically pass the ball to me. So yeah, I did not get the free pass. But of course, he did take was take he could. He just let the ball without moving. He gave away the ball possession just like that. I mean that's very bad. That's very bad. Yeah, like right here I mean I probably did just pop the ball above him, boom, a free goal for me. You see? I'm in the winning position. Oh! You see that? That's I mean I already practically I could have already scored there, but then I decided to save it. Like that's that. Oh, yeah. Get that one. Down the clock. Now we're in overtime. And oh, he kicked me. So actually, I tried to grab the push there. But since he bumped me, towards where the ball is going, I actually had the momentum. And overall, I think I was in a better position to receive the ball than DX. DX was in this very awkward position. There's not much he can do. Maybe he could just try to aerial and catch the ball, but that would probably be very risky. Even if he succeed, he would land in a very awkward position. And I could just turn back and boom. In a free goal for me. So that's very smart for him not to go for that. Because now I have the ball position and I have the boost. So what happened next is probably going to be this point something. And of course that goal. Last goal. Let me search on it here. Yeah, he probably should have it flipped there, and the ball probably would not have rolled into his net. But he just sat there. So yeah, if the ball rolls to you, right? If you sat there, then probably like bounce a bit upwards. But of course, if it bounced outwards, since I was already from above, right? So I was ready to catch the ball a second time and boom. It's a game for me. But had he flipped there, you know, maybe the ball would have, yeah, he would in this kind of standard position, right? The ball would have gone outward, but even if I had touched the ball, right, the ball probably hit him once again and go outwards again. Maybe towards the upper, maybe it will hit the post by instead. Okay, what is done? That's the first replay review. Thank you very much.